We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Boxingego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live.
Oh man, say it ain't so. Dmitry Bivol. The reason you guys clicked on this video is to hear about Dmitry Bivol, the brand new drama with his soon-to-be ex-wife. What she's saying, I mean, it's crazy. She's saying cancel Bivol. She's rooting for Beterbiev, his upcoming opponent in the Undisputed Fight. I mean, I don't know, man, but we're gonna break it down in this video. In the next 1 minute, I will show you clips regarding Bivol's soon-to-be ex-wife, what she has to say, and why she's upset with Dmitry Bivol. Make sure you guys subscribe. My name is Ego. I've been covering boxing over 10 years. The best in the business, and it's not even close. So grab your seat. We're about to queue up. I got my trusty headset on, and we're about to get real active because there's some drama. Roll the clip.
I also see a huge English-speaking audience. I'm really happy to see you here. Thank you for your time, for your interest. You can get major information in Safe Stories Cancel Bivol. It is in English, but especially now I want to answer questions for my English-speaking audience. So write me. This is not about winning or losing. I don't care if he wins or he loses. It's about that he needs to pay alimony for his kids. That's all. I don't care. He wins or he loses. He needs to pay. That's all. This is the law. And I go to court to prove it. I think that there was a devil inside of him, like forever, because he was an abuser. But after beating Canelo, he really became a crazy person, very arrogant in the family. Do you hear this? We have a law in Russia that a parent must pay 33% from his income if he has 2 kids. Now Dima pays like, I don't know, 0.1%. So it's not true, it's illegal, and I go to court with this. So yeah, if he pays, I will not speak, but he refuses to pay because he's crazy. So what can I do?
Wow, wow, wow. So I let you listen to Dmitry Bivol's wife uncut. Now I got to give you guys my commentary. Now, this is crazy.
I also to see you here. Stories cancel Bivol.
She's talking about cancel Bivol. Now, one of the things I noticed that is insane is she's talking about the father of...
He really became a crazy person.
Look, the kid right there. You see, that's crazy. It's crazy that she's doing like basically a diss video to her baby daddy, the father, and then the kid's right there with the cat. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Very arrogant.
But I don't know if the kid needs to listen to whatever. But I mean, at this point, she's putting it out publicly for whatever reason. And at the end of the day, you know, kids are creative. So he might be able, I don't know what age he is, but he might be able to see it. And pretty much kids are smart. So he might get an overview and overflow of what's going on just because she's so vocal and putting out. Now, listen, I want to make this clear. There's a lot of chauvinists that they're immediately like, I don't know if some of y'all hate women or I don't know what y'all situation is, but there's a lot of chauvinists and sexist dudes that watch boxing and immediately they'll start pointing the finger and saying, oh, it's her fault. Oh, she's a gold digger. She wants money, money, money. And they don't know anything about it. Me, that's not ever been my style. True alpha male. I don't know what's going on. So if you're expecting a bunch of like my opinions on their relationship, I don't really have too much to say because I don't know the extent. I don't know any details. I don't know who's in the right, who's in the wrong, but I am sharing this. Now, speaking of that, let me talk about this for the new viewers. There are going to be some fans who they're going to say like, oh, Ego, this ain't boxing. Don't watch it. Why would you click on this video right now? Yes, you at home. Why would you click on this video to leave me a comment to say this ain't boxing? So you clicked on it just like the next fella or woman, and you're nosy and you want to know what's going on. And another reason why I'm making this video, not that I have to explain because I really don't, it's my channel. I'll make a video on whatever I want. As long as I stay within the YouTube guidelines, I'm Gucci, I'm gravy. However, I will say this. There are people who are gonna say, oh, Ego, why are you talking about this? She's lying and blah, 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 and this ain't boxing. Stick to boxing. I ain't sticking to nothing because I notice a pattern, especially when it comes to black fighters. Black fighters, when it's black problems, like a black fighter going through whatever situations that are domestic or whatnot, it's everybody's problem. Point blank, period, straight like that. For example, Gervonta Davis and his girl at the time, she called 911. I made videos about that. I did not hear a single soul say, yo, Ego, why are you making this video about Gervonta? Stick to boxing. So I know the play. I've been doing this long enough. I've seen it time and time again. What happens is people want the truth unless it's about you. People want the truth unless it's about someone that they co-signed. So what I've noticed in this boxing game is when it's a black fighter, like if Deontay Wilder, remember when Deontay Wilder recently, him and Telly looks like separating and is getting messy, and TMZ was reporting, I talked about that too. I don't duck or dodge any of these situations, but now because it's Bivol from Russia and he has an upcoming fight, you're gonna have some clowns and they're gonna be like, oh, Ego, why are you making a video about this? This ain't boxing. But you didn't say that to Deontay Wilder when I made videos about the latest and greatest what's going on with him and Telly. You didn't say this about Gervonta Davis when I made several videos when he has hit and runs or he has phone calls and videos. So I see it and I'm nipping in the bud right now. I title my videos, I got thumbnails, you clicked on it, that's your fault. So that's what I want to say. Regarding, I believe her name's Katrina Bivol, I'm not picking sides here. This is not about, because I don't know what's going on. I'm just sharing what she's saying because she's clearly on a quest to put this information out there. So since it would be one thing if your boy Ego got some leaked text and I just revealed it, but she's making it public, then why can't I talk about it? You know what I mean? Like, if Bivol didn't want this out, then that's your chick. Control your chick, your ex chick, and then, you know, get on the same page with her. And instead, and she just said in this video, which we'll get back to, she said, the reason I'm doing this, I don't care if he wins or loses. It's not about that. You know, it's not about him winning or losing. It's about him taking care of his kids. She's claiming, and again, this is a claim. I'm not picking Bivol's side or Katrina Bivol's side. I don't have a side. I'm just reporting what's going on. But according to her claims, she's saying he's a multi-millionaire, and when he beat Canelo, he got big-headed and things changed, and he was no longer the same person. And she says there's some DV, if you guys know what I mean, and things got physical. In the words of Mace, I never been arrested for nothing domestic, and I chilled the way you, right? Shout out to MA$E. So she's saying if he does what he's supposed to do as a father, we can settle this right now. You won't hear from me. Like if he pays for his 2 kids. She's claiming that he's a multimillionaire and he is paying like $1,000 for 2 kids. And she's saying in Russia, there's some kind of law or whatnot where they're supposed to be paying 33% of, you know, their net gross or whatever towards alimony. Now, also, I want to respond to the "this ain't boxing, keep it boxing" crowd. I've already exposed you when it's certain fighters like Gervonta Davis, Deontay Wilder, when Errol Spence gets in a car accident. For real, getting a DUI in the whole Errol Spence car accident, that's not a boxing. That he didn't do that in the ring. That really didn't have anything, but everybody talked about it. So I've already exposed the double standards there. But here's the other thing when it comes to this subject matter of like, oh, this ain't boxing. Shut up. That's for starters. You're watching the video, you clicked on it, you nosy as everybody else. Shut up. Second, the other issue is this. It actually does have something to do with boxing because as we know, to be a fighter, this is a dangerous sport. The man Bivol has an upcoming dangerous fight with Artur Beterbiev, who has a 100% knockout ratio. So the fact that this is occurring while he's in training camp for this big upcoming fight is not the greatest look for the Riyadh season main event. And I'm actually curious if any of these things, and I know boxers can oftentimes compartmentalize things. We haven't really heard Bivol's side. We're only hearing her side, right? But it does have something to do with boxing, seeing how Dmitry Bivol has the biggest fight of his career for Undisputed, which is coming up. They're already advertising for it. And you got all these distractions going on in the background. Spoiler alert. I wasn't going to say it right now, but might as well. She's also picking Beterbiev to win. And stay tuned to the end of the video. I will show you, not only is she picking Bivol to lose to Beterbiev, and she says she's team Canelo and team Artur Beterbiev. So she's basically not effing with Bivol, right? She's not messing with Dmitry Bivol. She's not feeling him clearly. Ain't nothing like a woman scoring. But the other thing, and I will show you the receipts like I always do, she's exposing Dmitry Bivol's vulnerabilities. She's going through and she made a post saying he got this wrong with him. He has this injury. He has this wrong with his vision. So this does have something to do with boxing, because imagine if you're a fighter as savage as Artur Beterbiev, just naturally. That's who you are. That you're 100% knockout. And then Bivol's ex-wife is giving you game and talking about, oh, he's vulnerable here. He don't like getting hit here. He got this injury. He had to have a surgery. And I'll show you that in a moment. You know, so again, like the video, share the video, subscribe. But this is crazy. I don't recall the last time where I've seen something, you know, quite like this, where you have a boxer's wifey or ex-wifey, whatever we're calling it, their girl, somebody that they have kids with, and that person is so outspoken and going ham, releasing all their secrets and doing all this stuff in camp. I mean, I remember Floyd was getting sued by Miss Jackson before the Maidana fight, but Miss Jackson, she was talking about text messages and stuff they had. She wasn't talking about all of Floyd's injuries and stuff like that. So I'm curious how this fight's going to play out, to be honest, with all this stuff going on.
After beating Canelo, he really became crazy person, very arrogant in the family.
Look at the cat. The cat chilling.
We have a law in Russia that a parent must pay 33% from his income if he has 2 kids. Now Dima pays like, I don't know, 0.1%. So it's not true, it's illegal, and I go to court with this. So yeah, if he pays, I will not speak, but he refuses to pay because he's crazy. So what can I do?
If you haven't heard by now, Kate Bivol.
Now they talking about it on TikTok, yo. They talking about it on TikTok.
Who is the former wife of Dmitry Bivol, professional boxer, has been speaking out about the allegedly horrific abuse, financial abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse that she suffered while she was married to Dmitry, including the fact that she now receives only $1,100 a month in child support for 2 kids from someone who is a multimillionaire. I get comments every day from men saying, women are taking all of our money, they're gold diggers, they're with men for money. This is an example of how it plays out in real life. This is a woman who spent 16 years with this person. They knew each other from teenage years to now. She didn't get with him for money, but even if she did, it doesn't matter why people decide to be together. People have agency and they can be with whoever they want to be with. But $1,100 a month for a child support from a multimillionaire is abysmal. And in the United States, that would be grossly under what is required in any state. So, as a lawyer, not legal advice, but as a lawyer, before you think of a high value man being an exit plan or being where you should focus your energy, just understand that anyone who has amassed wealth will find a way to not share that wealth with someone that they don't want to share it with. That's the reality of life. So you're better off just getting your own money. Also, I'm going to tag Kate's socials below. Please follow her on Instagram and support her. What she's dealing with is horrific. She's posted pictures and videos of the alleged abuse, of the women who are allegedly harassing her, his girlfriend or side chicks or whoever. It's absolutely awful. And I hate to see a woman having to deal with these things just because she had kids with a man. But this is the reality for a lot of women.
I see the Dmitry Bivol fans are out in full force, but
Hey, yo. So she made this video and then Bivol fans start coming for her. Hey, y'all sick. Hey, something wrong with y'all. Y'all sick. So she made that video and then released it and, spoke her opinion. And then now people in the comment section start coming at her for meddling in Bivol's business. Insanity.
I see the Dmitry Bivol fans are out in full force, but I have time today, so let's get into it. So let's start out with this. There are a ton of comments saying that $1,100 a month is enough for 2 kids of a multimillionaire. So let's debunk this. You have someone saying the average pay for child support is $700. That's enough money for the kids. $1,100 is a lot. Number one, we are not talking about lower income, middle class, or even upper middle class. Dmitry Bivol is in the top 2% of earners globally. So that's the class of people that we're talking about. This does not apply to someone who's making $20,000, and no shade if you are. But if you don't understand nuance, if you don't understand socioeconomic classes, you may want to sit this conversation out because you're not equipped to have it. Let's say, for the sake of conversation, that Dmitry Bivol makes $100,000 a month. Now, if he's paying $1,100 a month in child support, he is paying 1% of his income as child support. 1%. So 99% of that $100,000 he's keeping. And he's only giving 1% to his children. Does that make any sense? And before you respond to this and say, well, he always has his kids, he doesn't. He doesn't. They're with their mom. So 1% of his income is what you think is appropriate for him to give for child support. That's a joke. That's a joke. He should be giving something well over $20,000 a month, period. And that's really low. Also, I want to say one more thing about this last comment, which says, tell her to get a job to support her kids too. She has worked the entire time. She was working for Team Bivol. She was on the team. When she divorced him, she lost her income. What y'all don't understand is for a lot of people working in sports, their spouses have to work with them. Think about it like this. If you are a soccer player or you're an NBA player, you're an NFL player, you can get traded at any time. The idea that someone's spouse is going to be able to hold down a job and build a career when you could be moving year to year, you could be moving every couple of years, it's not realistic. It's just not. So suggesting that she should have built some other career while also taking care of him, taking care of their household, supporting his career, there's only 24 hours in a day, okay?
I also see.
Hey, yo, I can't even hold you. She was kind of cooking. The point she was making, she was cooking. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm not picking sides. We'll see how this stuff play out. But this is not looking good. We'll just say that. This is definitely not looking good. Dmitry Bivol. What? Like I said, save the best for last because I am the best in the business and it's not even close. So, the moment you've been waiting for, Kate Bivol has released the sauce. Oh, yes. Don't worry. You'll be knee deep. Oh, I got this. Bro, she released the sauce. Now, she put this out. This is insane. It says, Kate Bivol, after all the attacks on me from the, I can't even say it because y'all know what that is. The war, Bivol, failure to pay child support for his sons and complete refusal to communicate with them. So she's claiming he ain't even talking to his sons. I want to tell you everything I know. He has a stress fracture of a vertebrae in his back. All his hands have been operated on, and not just one. And not just once, one elbow for sure, very sore knees. His left ear is constantly swelling. It has been broken many times and fluid has accumulated in his eye many times. Sometimes he can't see well, but the main thing is that he is a coward. We need your victory, Artur Beterbiev. Bro, I think she sent this to Beterbiev. Hey, yo, I have never seen this. Bivol, he got the first. This is a nightmare. You about to fight this Russian power puncher that looked like Wolverine. Hey, bub, Berserker Barrage. Drill power. You about to fight this Wolverine power punching 100% KO guy in Artur Beterbiev, who's hurt everyone he's fought. And I believe he's the only one in boxing with the 100% KO ratio, because Virgil Ortiz, he just went the distance with Sergey Boachuk and got dropped 2 times. So he definitely don't got 100% anymore. And now your ex girl is spilling the beans. She's spilling the guts like chicken cordon bleu and straight like Notorious Big did to that on his skit on his last album. She's spilling the guts, saying you're injured, you got fluid, you can't see. Oh, this is a nightmare. And she's really with it. You see, she's tagging Matchroom. It said right comments. She's tag. Oh my gosh, she done tagged Beterbiev. Bro, do you see this? She tagged Eddie Hearns. I don't know who Umar is, but she tagged Beterbiev. She's completely trying to expose this man because he don't want to pay. Hey, in the word, there's a Martin episode, and he said it's cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to keep her there, boy. Cheaper to keep her. We'll see how this fight plays out, but for me, this ain't my beef. I'm not picking a side, but the fight just got a lot more interesting because I don't know. I don't know her intentions. I don't know her personally, but she's going ham and saying all this stuff, revealing. it was all good just a week ago, revealing all these like injuries and stuff. Your husband is, or ex or whatever, he about to go to war. He about to go to war with a monster, and you telling his weaknesses and, you know, throwing shade. And I don't know. I don't know Bivol either. Like, so I don't know if that'll be distracting to him, but she has not stopped. And she's been doing this for a minute. This ain't like, I've already made probably 2 videos about this subject matter. So we'll see how it plays, but I don't know. If you guys can recall a time where somebody's ex got on and started chastising them and spilling the beans on the secrets of war, let me know what fight that was, because I don't remember this. But this is not a good thing. With Riyadh season coming up, the fight was already postponed on behalf of Bivol, or excuse me, on behalf of Beterbiev. So it's Riyadh season. You can't really keep postponing it. You already had Shakur Stevenson versus Joe Cordona, or Dina, or whatever his name is. That was supposed to be on this particular card. He got an injury to his hand, so he got canceled, right? So you can't really postpone this fight. You just got to endure whatever, or come to terms with Kate Bivol and give her what she wants, or whatever, because it does not look like she's gonna stop. She walking him down. She walking Bivol down. Certified Boogie, man. I'm the one that up the skull with him. She walking him down right now. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah.